still talk. It'll just begin when it begins. It's okay.
Yeah, we were just chilling. Me and my sister, Maya, and my sister's wife or whatever. And Mimi
lives. Wife or whatever.
A wife or
she
whatever.
Your sister's wife or not.
Wife or whatever, you know.
They something. They like each other.
I'm trying to get out of the hat because everybody's getting to the marriaging age except me, so I still have a girlfriend.
I mean, yeah, so at the age y'all just start going at your pace.
No, that's fine. It's just I still say people's girlfriends or boyfriends, even like you who has a husband.
No, I was like, I don't got a boyfriend.
Jaquel who has a fiance technically, and my sister who is married. And I'm always just like girlfriends, boyfriends. And I'm like, whatever, your wife or whatever, your spouse or whatever.
You know that person you sleep in the same bed with.
Yeah, you know, person who pays some of them bills or whatever. Anyway, yeah, and then Mimi lives a house, not the next house, not our next door neighbor, but the house after that.
Okay.
And her patio is 2 stories, so all I hear is "Cece," and we all look over, and Mimi's just like. We used to work together also, but yeah, she been chilling with the podcast. You know what I'm saying? She came over. She was like, you know what I'm saying? You doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, thank you, Mimi. Thank you. I appreciate you listening.
I know I have at least one. Well, first of all, DJ listens to it as soon as he knows there's an episode, he listens to it either like driving to work or in the shower. He'd probably be the first to do that.
What does he listen to it on?
Apple, probably.
I obviously listen to it when we're editing it.
Right.
But I always play it through on Spotify.
That's beautiful. Respect. I don't listen to it again because, quite frankly,
couldn't possibly.
The number of times I have to hear us say the same sentences over and over again just to cut shit out, I'd be like, if we don't shut the fuck up. Like, if I hear us laugh about that one more time, and it's crazy because when we're done, I feel like I black out when we're podcasting. I don't really remember what we'd be talking about once it's said and done.
When you be listening to it for the first time, you'd be like, all right, now what was this
like,
episode about?
That was so funny. That's clever. I don't remember her saying that. I don't remember saying that. Ketchup?
Yeah. Actually, should put some syrup on my bacon.
Did I take it? Oh.
No. I was just talking out loud. Do you have srirachas? No, probably not.
Probably not. Yeah. No, I don't be eating this spice.
That's fair.
People ask me enough that I'm like, I need to buy a
bottle.
Do that. Just like leave it here. I was like, I need to buy a bottle, but I feel like I think about it and I'm like, well, I don't even know hot sauce.
No hot
what
sauce
am I supposed to pick?
No hot sauce either?
No.
DJ's not a spicy person?
He will eat it, but I don't think it's that deep of a priority. But also, he likes like buffalo stuff a lot.
That's fair. Buffalo's a real specific spice I'm not into. Buffalo wings.
It hurts. I don't want it. I'd be standing here eating most of the time unless I'm eating in the bathtub. Well, if you wanted to sit.
Oh no, I was gonna stand. You know me.
I know.
Breakfast drink of choice is technically water.
I drink water for everything, so I don't count it. That's my main beverage most of the time. Like
but then it's
specialty.
gonna be apple juice, of course.
I would drink apple juice. I fuck with apple juice.
I mess with some chocolate milk. Obviously, you can't mess with lactose. I do oat milk.
We do almond milk, but I don't drink milk.
So, you sure it's facing like us, or is it over
Well,
here?
here's the camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can see the whole thing. Now, Can you hear us? Is a whole nother story. Well, they can definitely see you.
Well, when you're standing right here.
Yeah, it's just the back of my head.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Not that it's gonna be much different, but.
Eat right here.
Okay, fair. I just feel like orange juice hits different in the morning.
I feel like
it's the only time I feel like you should drink orange juice too. Like you don't drink orange juice at 4 p.m. That's a little weird.
I feel like I had a horror. I have a horror story with orange juice.
Tell me.
It's there used to be these orange juice commercials.
Okay.
That would be like
there's whipped cream about to fuck up your life.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like ice cream. It's coconut whipped cream. We discovered it on Christmas Eve, and we'll never use any other whipped cream in our lives.
Coconut whipped cream.
It's phenomenal. It literally tastes like ice cream. Better than regular whipped cream.
You can't have my breakfast. Sorry.
And you know I don't even fuck with sweets all like that. Although as I'm getting older, I'm developing a small sweet tooth.
Y'all about to have to see that I'm an animal. I'm not gonna cut
You
this
Oh.
waffle. I'm going to bite it. You're gonna have to live with it.
How about whipped cream don't hit? Can you not taste it?
No, I can taste it. It hits.
Show
It's a
them.
faint taste of coconut.
Maybe I don't know what coconut tastes like.
I don't like the coconut taste, but I don't
You
dislike
don't?
this.
Or you do?
I don't. But like I said, it's faint. It's more sweet, like whipped cream. But yeah, orange juice commercials. There used to be these orange juice commercials, and they'd be like, this man like gets up and he goes to work and like he drops all his stuff and he's like, good thing I have my Florida orange juice.
Mm.
He'd be like, good thing I started my day off with, you know, a cup of orange juice. And the, you know, the like car insurance commercials where like it's different every time, but it's like the same premise. There'd be a lot of those, like a woman walking on water, whatever. You start your day with orange juice. So my dumb ass thought to myself, all you need for breakfast in the morning is a tall glass of orange juice.
You're gonna achieve the whole
And
day
you
like a
are
boss.
gonna achieve. You will achieve.
All your
I'm like
hopes and dreams.
15 years old, and I'm just like, well, I'm going to school. You know, I'm not usually a breakfast person. I get breakfast
I
at
never
school
used to be.
sometimes.
It's a new thing this year, and I'm sticking with it for life because it matters. I used to think breakfast being like important was not that deep. I don't think the time of breakfast matters, but eating shortly after, like in the first like hour or two after you wake up, I think that shit is detrimental. I can't even think right without it. I definitely can't talk to people right. A bitch be hangry as all fuck.
That's very sad.
Snickers ain't loud. I don't know the bitch I am when I'm hungry.
Either way, I drink the tallest glass of orange juice known to man. I throw that bitch back. Nothing else. I'm just like, I had my cup of orange juice and I'm ready.
You got a tiny
For
sugar
school.
rush. That's it.
I had the worst stomach ache
Naturally.
known to man. I got to school and I was like, oh, I'm dying, nurse.
You could've got
Somebody
like
called
toast.
my mama because I'm dying. She was like, why are you dying? I'm like, I don't know. Because I had my cup of orange juice this morning, so I should be fine. I should be ready for the day, nurse. But instead, I feel like my insides are, it was the worst decision of my life. You got to soak that up with something.
Yeah, you should have like.
But the commercial didn't say that. The
Commercial
commercial
said I
thank
start
God.
my day
Thank
with
God.
orange juice and a piece of toast.
He
You would've
didn't
been
say
like,
that.
That toast must be key.
It is the key. Because otherwise you just got orange juice sitting on top of stomach
That is
acid.
so funny.
And
Can't
I ain't never been the same, yeah, so.
I feel like the one bad experience with the food is enough for me to never trust it again. Sometimes even if it's my own fault.
And it was my fault.
I mean, like, can't risk it. Never know what can happen. What are you looking for? More syrup?
Yeah.
That's just on that table. Where it actually goes. But it's
The
fine.
syrup goes on the dining table.
Yeah, that we never sit at. It's me trying to be domesticated, but like, we have never in our lives ate a meal at that table together. Not once. Since we lived here. We'd be on the couch.
We were
We'll
talking
stand
about that
here.
with my sister last night. She came to visit. She was like, y'all ain't got no dining table? I was like, why am I buy a whole table and chairs? I ain't gonna sit at it. Dining tables for families, you know.
We have sat at it to do stuff, just not eat. Just not eat.
But not eat.
Eat outside. We've ate by the fire. We've been
We should
chilling.
do fires.
I mean, homegirl, did you forget it's winter?
He bit me.
So you're not paying no attention
He
to me.
did. He just.
Maybe this will help.
He just chomped that thing. He said, rub, chomp. Listen to me.
But we can definitely, this year at Halloween time, you know how before we had started
Wait a
doing
minute,
at
you can do
Halloween?
fires in the winter? That's what this is fires.
How's it,
Not
how's it
wet.
make a fire?
Not wet. Not like,
Do you know how to
raining.
make a fire?
yeah.
Okay,
You get a fire starter log.
okay.
Mhm.
I don't know how to make no fire.
So I'm not like a rustic or, I'm not
I
gonna be out
can
there.
pitch a tent like no other. I don't need
I
no
can
directions.
too. Directions help.
There's
but
barely any tent I'm not gonna know how to put up.
I was
from all
about to
my
say,
years
it is
of going to
generally
camp,
the same thing.
But I
Well,
can't
we
make no
do
fire.
camp.
Yeah.
Oh, no, well, there's just a fire starter log. If you light that log on fire, on the inside, it'll just start.
That was a phenomenal bite. I was just.
Did you get a little bit of everything in it? Or? Nice.
Okay.
But yeah, you just put it in the middle and then you surround it with other wood and it'll light the other wood on fire.
People have fires when there's snow.
I think that fires, because this is a conversation I had about s'mores. I was like, are s'mores technically a summer thing or a winter thing? And people are like, it's a summer
had
thing.
a season. I thought s'mores were just a fire thing.
Yeah, but it's like campfires in the summer, yeah, balling. But campfires in the winter, campfires in the winter though, because you stand by the fire and stay warm. I mean, it ain't gotta be like 16 inches of snow on the ground or nothing. I'm just saying.
But so you're saying if it didn't rain, you would want to do a fire?
I would stand out there and do fire. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. It could be rain someday. Sorry. Why is... I'm going to ask a question I feel like I haven't really answered. You know when you gotta blow your nose and you're like at a restaurant and you just feel so uncomfortable about blowing your nose?
I think we don't all blow our nose.
But you don't feel bad about it at your home. But also, why do you have to feel uncomfortable about blowing your nose at all? Like, it's not like I sat here and like plugged a nostril and rocket snot shot onto my plate. Like,
Lord Jesus.
you know? I'm just blowing. I can't breathe.
It's a societal thing. It's a community sensitive thing. It's like, oh, we all do it, but we don't talk about it. And it's like, that's so interesting.
Who?
It's so
That's the dumbest thing to me. Especially the like, girls don't
poop chili.
So stupid. It's so
dumb.
dumb. First of all, I poop like 8 times a day. Non-stop.
At least.
And if it goes in, it comes back out. I start my day. No hurt feelings. What's the first thing you do when you wake up and remove yourself from your bed? Typically. Or does it change?
No, it's about the same. I suppose I get up, check the time, go to the restroom. On like a normal work day?
Period. Is your schedule that different on a work day versus a not work day? How you get up?
Nope, not really.
So why'd you ask?
I guess so. Well, because one of them has more to do with Maya, and obviously the other one doesn't.
Okay.
In the morning, I usually make us breakfast and
What do
pack
you
our
make?
lunches. Just simple stuff. I can make pancakes, eggs, bacon. I
I
can do like a potato hash if I have
What's
potatoes. Like Waffle House, like hash browns, but like
Shredded?
but not like
hash browns
crisp.
shredded. That's what I hate
Like
about it.
home
I hate the
fries.
crunchy. Home fries are phenomenal.
Like home fries, like potato cubes.
Okay, but sometimes when you go to a restaurant, and I don't even remember the other thing I wanted to say to you.
Something about
When you go to a restaurant, they'll like sweet potato hash or something hash. So what does hash actually mean? I thought it was another word like casserole, but I don't
like
really
how
know
this
what
is a
casserole
hash
means.
brown. I think
Yeah, what the fuck does hash brown? I mean hash mean. Is hash potato?
hash might just be potato.
Google it. My phone's recording. What, Scotty? I need you to just.
He said,
so
if y'all
upset.
don't put me in this video, I swear to God.
I have never in my life thought, why the fuck is this called a hash brown and not a potato patty?
This isn't gonna help us.
Urban Dictionary.
Okay, because hash from just dictionary is a dish of cooked meat cut into small pieces and cooked again, usually with potatoes. That is what hash is.
Why is this called a hash brown? These are the things that people need to know. This is what they should be teaching in school.
This is what they should be teaching in school.
Watch it be like something very inappropriate on Urban Dictionary. Because sometimes Urban Dictionary be shocking me. I'd be like, what the fuck? And people just know this? Well, hash is a resin collected from flowering cannabis plants.
I knew that definition.
Not that one. Come on. More weed shit.
You don't think you know what coconut tastes like?
Is that strongly coconut? Did I ruin your waffle?
No, you didn't ruin my waffle.
You could have one without it.
I'm gonna eat this one.
Sure. Now I know for the future. C2 is not like coconut.
Yeah, but this doesn't taste that heavily of coconut. I would eat this again. Mr.
What made you just
Fluff Butt.
exclaim that I don't know what coconut tastes like? What triggered that? You saying that?
It's a very specific taste, so I was just really wondering. I was like, you don't know what?
No, I really don't think I do.
Have you ever just had like coconut?
I think once when I was in like middle school, I had this friend.
Please.
And I remember she had like coconut pieces in her lunch one day, like a baggie of them. And I tried one, and I remember that shit was disgusting.
Like coconut shavings?
But no, it was like chunks though. But it was just actual coconut.
He hit me.
He really wants your attention. His feelings are getting hurt.
Best friend, I'm eating.
Okay, I can't figure out what I need, so I'm taking why is a hash brown called a hash brown.
That's fair.
I'm choking. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So hash derives from the French word hatcher.
Of course. Hatcher. Say it with French accent.
I'm not good at
For our
accents.
French washers.
Washers? You wash that shit, France. Which means to hack or chop. So hash just means chopped up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess it's called brown because hash browns are usually the potatoes are browned.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't that deep. People also he's jealous. You better love him before he hates you.
Listen, I'm gonna have to wash my hands. And try not to get syrup all on you.
That ass and that orange got bastard today. They be acting like the world is ending. Okay, what do Brits call hash browns? Why did I say that like it was a joke?
I answered it like a joke.
It just says people also ask.
Call them Hashi Brunos.
Hashi Brunos.
I'm so sorry to all our British listeners.
Apparently somebody else in here says, I've always found hash browns to be disappointing and lacking in flavor with a U.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, if it's just a fucking potato.
Maybe you should flavor your hash
Yeah,
browns.
you gotta spice up your life.
Don't blame the Browns for your eating my food stuff, no.
No, he wouldn't be the one. There are a couple cats that would do that though. Do you? What the fuck was I gonna ask you? Scotty, I gotta think. Stop talking.
I'm sorry. Let me finish my food.
How do you feel about onion? Do you like onion?
I can eat onions. I don't say I crave onions. I don't ask for them to be taken off of things.
But you
We had
also
a-
wouldn't add them.
We had pepperoni onion pizza the other
So
day.
good.
It was not my
Pepperoni,
first
onions,
choice, but I
tomatoes,
wasn't
yum.
against it. So that's how I feel about that.
But you wouldn't go out of your way to add onion to something either.
No, probably not.
I used to.
Except for hash browns.
Yeah, onions can go in
Or
potatoes.
fried rice. I like my fried rice with onions.
Mhm.
I make that, gives that extra sweet little crunch.
You have a preferred onion?
I guess. I don't know the
Red,
difference.
yellow, white.
I know. I the only ones I think Maya really buys are yellow or sweet. And I don't know the difference. She buys them and puts them in whatever dish she decides to put them in.
I don't
We'll
know
take a
onion
little
dish.
bit of orange juice, a little more orange juice.
Yeah, it hits. When you got the full picture.
Really,
It
breaking
goes.
my
But you
generational
know what?
curse.
Now that I know your origin story, it makes sense.
I'm just too scared to drink too much orange juice.
No fear here, honey. We can do this together. Look it. Cheers.
Later in the podcast,
New
all
life.
you guys hear is I'm dying. The orange juice.
Oh.
Do you save your favorite thing for last?
Sometimes I'll save like a bite of my favorite thing for it to be the last thing I taste.
Mm-hmm.
I do typically try to finish the thing I don't like the most first, though.
Mm.
Like, just get it out of the way. Unless I'm like, I can't eat this, so then I just decide it's gonna be wasted and sit on my plate. I am not
Is DJ a plate finisher for you?
Yeah, he finishes his plate most of the time.
No, does he finish your plate?
Oh, yeah. As long as he wants the thing I'm eating, because sometimes we eat separate stuff because my diet is so restricted. But yeah, if it's something he likes, he will not hesitate at all. When I'm like, yeah, I'm wasting this meal, like, let me have that. I am not I don't have to eat all of something to move on to something else.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually don't know how people live like that, because I think some foods honestly taste better when you just jumble them all up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we were talking about onions. I used to hate them as a child.
I used to take them off my hamburger.
Like, I would act like the end of the world if, like, you ordered something with onions and there was onions on it, especially if they were chopped. So you couldn't, like, scrape them off as easy, because, you know, they put, like, ketchup
one onion.
Right.
It's like eating it, like, I think I got them all.
And you're just devastated.
Devastated.
And in my adulthood, when I cook, onions go in damn near everything. I literally have an onion bin. Onions. We keep that bitch stocked. I use onions in everything. They add. Here's the thing. I don't really fuck with raw onion. That's something I can't get behind.
You watch Holes?
Do I watch Holes?
Have you seen Holes with Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah.
You just bite the tongue.
Yeah, that's not me. But I think a chopped up cooked onion can go in damn near anything you're making, and it makes whatever you're eating taste 20,000 times better. And it makes me disgusted with my younger self that I was really acting like they was fucking up the food, because it probably would have tasted better if I would have just gotten over myself and eaten it.
I ain't mess with hot stuff when I was young, and I don't understand how. Maya really doesn't understand how either now, because she be like, you add too much sriracha, you gonna feel it later, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you know when it started for you?
Not really, no. There's no timetable. Like, when it fell, I feel like I was just, everyone was just like, oh, like, I didn't eat hot wings, and be like, bro, hot wings to the table. I thought they was, like, too hot when I was young.
Yeah. I started to spit everywhere.
They
I
are.
still think that.
You know, I was a real heavy barbecue.
I do like barbecue.
I feel like you can, some barbecues
teriyaki.
are spicy, don't you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they are.
Miss Terry. Shelasia,
You're right.
Your spice tolerance is so interesting.
I am a wuss.
Do you eat hot chips?
Fuck. You want me to tell you something embarrassing?
Hit me.
And you know I don't get embarrassed. I think that, like, Grippos, phenomenal. They be burning my mouth sometimes. After I eat like 2-3 of them bitches, my mouth is on fire. Then me, I don't like Chipotle. It's not, sorry, no sponsors, I like you. It's not ever gonna be my first choice.
Frying and eating.
Taco place, but it's like because well, it doesn't matter what it's because. It's not my first choice place.
Oh, it's fine.
But, like, when I used to eat it, I even thought, like, the chicken was too spicy. So I had to add, this is pre-lactose intolerance, I used to add, like,
Sour
2
cream
big-ass scoops of sour cream and then order, like, a drink and a bottle just to get through my burrito because my mouth would be on fire.
Shelasia.
And this is, I will go to
Spice up
restaurants.
your life.
I'm a wuss.
Oh my.
And actually,
All right. We gotta get some likes on this video. Shelasia gonna do a spice challenge.
Fuck no.
Spice challenge. How many
make
likes
it
does
through.
it take? How many likes will it take?
40 billion.
You better stop. We got like 10 subscribers. 10 likes.
Because I wouldn't even make it past them bringing it in that, like, bringing the plate.
You're not gonna do a
room
little
with me.
bitty spice challenge, Shelasia. Just a little for the
I'm gonna
people.
sniff it, pass
For the
out,
people.
sweating. But I probably could have been trained into liking some spicy things if my family had been. What do you need now?
A wet paper towel. Got some.
It just does that here. I don't know why. It has some faulty. I always have to wash it after I use it. It's alright. It's not that deep. Please. There are 6 animals in this house. I need you to understand. There are very few messes you will make that have not been made some other way by one of the animals in this house. Or myself. I mean, I'm a clean freak. But I mean, if you watch me while I'm going in the process, I'm kind of a disaster that just cleans it up after I'm done.
I'm a very clean as I go person. Not
Same.
to say that I don't leave messes every once in a while, but my morning routine, I wash the dishes every morning.
DJ watches dishes.
They can't stay in.
Whenever he washes them every day. I just don't think about it. We have divided chores. But hold on, before we carry on.
Spicy.
When I was a kid, I also was a wuss to spice. And I remember adults always thought I was lying. And you know what? I don't even know what the fuck that's about.
I just can't tell you.
Did you have that or no? Like, I don't understand why it was just like, kids are liars. Like, that was just it.
Because kids are kind of liars.
That's not fair.
It's not fair.
Because I wasn't a liar. But I feel like I was always having to prove myself because everybody just thought I was lying. So they all thought I was just being dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
That it was not spicy. So I remember one time, I can't remember if it, I feel like it might, let me not rat people out. But I feel like, I can remember who it was. And they put a little bit of hot sauce into something they made me for a meal. And I'm a kid. And didn't tell me just to see if I would react because they thought I was lying. And I'm like trying to eat my food and I like took one bite. I caught that shit. I'm upset. I'm going, now I don't trust you to feed me. Why did you do that? Ouch, it hurts. And it like wasn't until that moment that they started believing me and I said it's hot. And I'm like, I just feel like that's not all right.
I feel like I didn't have to poison me to.
Well, because I told you. Where did you think I got that information from? Did you think I just made up that something spicy is hot?
Shelasia. Name drop woman.
Because you know.
Mom!
If it was her, I would have just said that shit.
You knew I didn't like spicy food.
But like, isn't that so?
Now this is actually the core reason why you'll never like spicy food.
Maybe so.
Like you didn't like spicy food already, but now you'll never like spicy food.
Well, and then we'll go places and I'll like ask about stuff on menus, like, is this spicy? And I'll look at there, I was like, no, it just has a little bit of kick. And I always
would you put it on a 3-year-old's gums?
That's a good way to put it.
No,
I
don't want it.
I'm usually like, I'm a wuss. So a little kick, I need to know what that means because that's going to be hot to me. Like, I can't trust anybody else's hotness scale, except I think I have one friend who's as much of a wuss as me, and I will trust their hotness scale. No one else's, because people don't understand how severely of a wuss I am. It's hot. And even when you think it's not hot, yes it is. It's burning my tongue.
Yeah, I feel like
my throat will be on fire for like 3 minutes after the fact.
At our old apartment, I feel like we ordered like pizza and barbecue wings, and you were like, nope,
burn my shit up.
Can't mess with it. And I was like, this barbecue? You can't mess with this barbecue? Lord, this breakfast was delicious.
Yay, good.
You see, I ate my waffle.
She
thought I wasn't gonna eat it.
No, I thought you would eat it, but I wanted you to know you didn't have to eat it. If you didn't like the with cream, we could make you one without it. That's all.
I will truthfully never eat anything I don't want to eat.
Okay.
I will let people know.
Okay.
Sorry, it's not my deal.
Good. I don't know. Sometimes people who, I mean this with the utmost love, who just eat damn near anything, I feel like they don't say when they don't like stuff, and that stresses me out. Cause like, just because you got a big variety of food, you can still be like, but I don't like blah, blah, blah.
I don't like Brussels sprouts.
I love Brussels sprouts. You like cabbage?
Mm-hmm.
Cauliflower?
Mm-hmm.
Really? You know they're all kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's so interesting.
But they don't taste the same. It's like greens, and it's like collard greens and spinach. People like to pass off cooked spinach. Sometimes it's their collard greens, and I know what it tastes like. I don't care for. I like fresh spinach. I don't like cooked spinach.
Yes, I like fresh spinach. Like on a sandwich or something. Like if I'm at like Subway or something.
Salad, baby spinach is my favorite salad.
I don't believe in salad.
What about it doesn't seem real?
It's not about that it doesn't seem real. It just like doesn't fit with my life and the essence of who I am.
That's so interesting because you seem like a salad person.
What's fucked up is, let me tell you something. I probably eat every ingredient of a salad. I'm just not eating it as a salad. Throw it in a tortilla shell, I eat the bitch. Throw all the shit on the sandwich, I'll eat it. Give it to me in a bowl, I'm not fucking eating it. I'm just not doing it.
So interesting.
Not happening. I don't fuck with salads. I maybe have like 2 salads a year if somebody's lucky. I forgot what I was talking about. Give me some. I think those gonna be a cute TikTok to make. You hear my knees? I did. What was I talking about?
Cabbage? Greens?
Cabbage, greens, beans. You said you know how this and this are the same but don't taste like
Collard greens and spinach?
Oh, yes, that's what you're talking about. Spinach. I like raw spinach. What'd you call it? You didn't call it raw.
I think I just said uncooked.
Okay. I like uncooked spinach. And I like spinach cooked into things. For example, I love frozen vegetables. They're easy to just toss into shit. I will take I always have a bag of frozen spinach and I'll just take like a chunk out of it and toss it into like whatever meat I'm cooking. It's not enough to disrupt you what's wrong?
Meat? What?
Yeah, like if I'm making like ground chicken or something. It's not enough. He's about to throw up.
I'm sorry, who?
Probably Scotty. He always makes an announcement before he throws up so then we know he throws up. He like screams before he does it.
And then he screams. I also scream. Well, I'm throwing up. We're gonna lie, and we're telling the truth. Me and Scotty have a lot in common.
It's how we always know.
I always announce, oh God, I think I'm gonna throw up, and I
scream
during it.
So yeah, like there will be like little like a few like green flecks in your. It's really you wouldn't notice if I've cooked for you. It's been there. You didn't notice. I'm a queen of sneaking vegetables
into
into
spinach
food.
in her egg scramble sometimes, and I can mess with that.
But I don't want to actually like deeply taste a bite of cooked spinach.
Because it has a very specific taste.
I don't even know if I can taste what it tastes like. It just don't feel right in my I don't like it. I don't want it there. I have said since I was like 12, I have to have a sensory disorder because I'm deeply textures and the way things feel can ruin my life.
I have a few feeling ones, but the ones that ruin my life are the hearing.
Like what? Am I blowing my nose?
No. You know those little bags in the produce?
Yes.
And then you accidentally
like what they sound like?
I don't like putting a wet vegetable in that bag and then I can hear it.
One of my I have sound ones. One of the worst sounds known to me. Okay, so people always use nails on a chalkboard. I don't think I've ever actually heard that in my real life. Have you?
No.
But what I equate that feeling to is one, when people, it's usually kids or the girls I work for, scribble with skinny markers, makes me want to die.
I hear
It's the worst. I'd be like, no, absolutely. Here's a pen. Here's here's anything else, but don't. When I have kids, don't you buy them no fucking skinny markers. Because I'm gonna snap the markers in half and your fingers, because you knew better. No skinny markers, and also pulling styrofoam out of a box or something makes me want to die. It's weird. It really is I can't ignore it. It hurts. Thank you.
Oh, they match your ones. Oh my god! And your little scrunchie. Oh, what is this onesie though? Is it?
I think.
Is it a little monster?
I think it is a monster. I question that too.
Okay, I feel like it's something so specific, candy, the Candy Crush monster. I feel like he's got those teeth.
Candy Crunch.
Candy Crush, the little game on people play on the phone.
I don't know how monsters
matching them.
I think it's a monster because it got a lot of eyes.
I think those are his babies. You keep your babies.
And these are my Christmas slippers. That is rabbit bedding on the side that I need to pick off from when we were cleaning the basement the other day.
Okay, I thought you meant from rabbits. I was like, oh my god.
I mean, I got one of those in here, He's easy to forget about. But I keep forgetting what I'm talking about.
Nothing.
Alright,
breakfast video.
Do you want to migrate upstairs?
We're migrating. Thanks for watching. Thanks for enjoying breakfast with get it. It's breakfast time. Breakfast time.
Breakfast.